Hello everybody, and today I built this Imperial troop dropship from The Mandalorian episode 6 season 2 out of 3 of these Imperial armored marauders. Now the Imperial armored marauder was a set that came out in 2021 during August 1st in the summer, and it came with 4 figures, an exclusive Grief Karger and Mustard Trooper, or is called the Artillery Trooper I guess, or Mortar Trooper, whatever you want to call it, and 2 Imperial Stormtroopers, which is really nice for army building. Now this requires 3 of them, so this set will come, if you decide to build this, which is a really nice model you can see here, it will come with in total 9 Stormtroopers, which includes 3 Artillery Stormtroopers, and I think it was, my math isn't great, I'm sorry here, 6 regular Stormtroopers. Now this is an Imperial troop dropship. In the universe it's used to like deliver troops to the battlefield, kind of like a Republic gunship, which is pretty cool, and it's interesting to see how the Empire replaced those Republic gunships in like for it as an Imperial thing. And I guess in Bad Batch we do see like Imperial gunships and the Republic gunship side, but I guess this is what they did later in the war or something. I don't know that much about the lore behind this, but I really like this in Mandalorian, and I was eyeing the Republic Bricks version of this. However, I decided to build this because I think it's a really sleek and nice representation of what the model looks like in universe. Now, I did not come up with this. I'm not taking credit for it. I will leave the link to the full tutorial and video in the description. Make sure you go subscribe to the guy who made this. His name is blanking on me currently, but he makes a ton of cool alternate builds. I definitely recommend going to check him out. Now, out of the 2 alternate builds I've shown on this channel, this one and the Fireforce Gunship, this one is definitely, I think, the superior one. However, I think the problem with this one is it's not the best thing to make like the Imperial Troop Transport isn't Imperial Armored Marauder, isn't the best thing to make an alternate build out of. Now, I do think it is a nice army builder because it comes with like those 3 Stormtroopers, and one of them is pretty cool, but the Grief Karger does get annoying to kind of have a lot of, and if you want to build one of these, that'll set you, like one of these, it'll set you back 120 American dollars and 150 for me Canadian dollars, which is a pretty steep price. And to be honest, just looking at this, I wouldn't say it's entirely worth it. However, if you take a look at like the custom set market, Republic Bricks version of this costs $200. It does not come with any figures. However, his is ultimately more accurate and a bit bigger. Also, I gotta say, this thing looks absolutely great. Even though it is $120, I do think it definitely seems like something LEGO would release, maybe for a smaller price, like maybe $70, $80. However, it would not have this many figures. And also, one thing I do want to kind of recognize here is that it really looks more like it uses 2 of these and not 3 of them. And I think the reason for this is the designer is like, I think he started off with 2, but he realized that he really kind of wanted more pieces. And again, this is just me theorizing here, I'm not 100% sure. So he needed more pieces, and he decided to go use a 3rd one. And I think it really did pay off. However, I don't think this has the same like rebuyability, if that makes sense, as like a Fireforce Battle Pack, or even the MTT, which I have seen alternate builds for, or like the Republic Fighter Tank, which I also have seen Republic alternate builds for. So make sure to comment if you want me to do any of those, because I am planning on doing a couple more Fireforce ones and MTT ones. I even have them built and ready to record. And back on the topic of like this kind of having seeming more like this takes up 2, the spare parts really show. And I'll have a picture of the spare parts up on the screen here, but yeah, it's quite a lot, and it was really alarming to see how much. I really felt like there was just a whole like Imperial, it's like that iconic picture of like those chicken wings, and the guy was like, I just destroyed these chicken wings. There was just like a ton of chicken still left on the bone. I have no idea if you guys know what I'm talking about, but that's just what comes to mind for me. Now, overall, I think this definitely does not really seem like an alternate build. It feels like something LEGO would actually release, like I said. And it looks really, really nice. Like, this backside here just looks super clean. Yeah, one thing that happens is landing gear actually falls off a lot, and I think the Stormtroopers are getting is really great, because again, this is Imperial troop transport, so it's supposed to drop off these troopers, so it makes sense that there's a lot of them. However, the problem that kind of comes with that is there's only enough space in the interior for like 4 of them. I'll show you where the 4th one goes. But yeah, I actually really like how easy this opens up. It's really stable as well, which is not something common for these alternate builds. But yeah, it's really stable. The only part is like this kind of part here you could see is kind of slipping off. You could see there. I hope you guys can see that kind of crack. Yeah, that part kind of slips off easy because the gravity is a thing, you know. But overall, it's really easy to put back together. So yeah, these flaps can kind of lift up, kind of see inside, but not just like an easy way to attach them and have side coverage. This flap also lifts up, but if you want to lift it all the way up, you have to take off this. So yeah, and I guess you could, I don't know if you could fit another trooper in there. Maybe so. I guess if you really wanted to, you could just fill it up with like all these figures. I'm sure they could all fit in here if you just throw them in, but not like on studs. So yeah. The front part opens up here, and you can see there isn't a place for the stormtroopers to walk. However, it is just, you know, it still like looks nice. You can just take them out, and it only like there's no spot for the stormtroopers to walk, and I think that's pretty like that's reasonable because it makes the front look kind of nice. But I think if like they can't even walk, you might as well just make this nice and like make it studless. That would be kind of cool, or like kind of mix it like he did up here. I'm really fond of how he did like this part here, and just overall the ship has a really nice mixture of studs and no studs. So yeah, I really like that. Also in universe, both of these ships are supposed to be light gray. However, LEGO for some reason made this in dark gray, which is really disappointing for me at the time. Kind of grown on this model a bit, but I'm still not really fond of the way they used all the studs and no studs. But I think this model does a great use of the light gray and dark gray, and kind of like fix all LEGO's problems with like the studless and unsub. This is pretty much the version of this is the execution I wanted of this, but unfortunately that is not what happens. But I still think that they're both solid sets, especially figure-wise. Anyway, so you can see the back here, there's the thrusters, which look super cool, and they're made of these like holographic blue studs. And at the top here, this does not come off, even though it looks like it does, but yeah. And at the back here, this door does actually open up, and it reveals a chair, which is where the 4th Stormtrooper would sit, which is super cool. And I'm really a fan of this back design. It just looks so clean. Anyway, I really like this, and I really would want more of these for my Imperial army. However, at the end of the day, if I wanted to have 2 of these and 2 of those, which is like pretty reasonable for an Imperial army, or even like 1 of these and 1 of those, that would set me back 4 of these, also known as 100, and wait, my math, $160, yeah, 160 American dollars, or 200 Canadian dollars. That is absolutely insane, and I'm not sure if that's really worth the money. I think the figures definitely do make up for that, and if you like compare this, my main comparison to this is the Republic Bricks version of this, which is bigger and more accurate. I do think this one actually looks like, it looks sleek. It's a way better combination of studs and no studs. Like, the execution on this is so perfect and beautiful. Like, I thought this was more like a mock or like a custom set than an alternate build when I first saw it. Now, one thing I will say, be warned, there are pieces in this set that do not come with this set, and I was kind of ticked at that. And it was not really, it was a bit of anger and confusion, so I went to the comment section, where we did put a disclaimer in the description and the comments, and I didn't see that until it was too late. Well, not too late, but I didn't see that until later. But yeah, it was just like some minor pieces, like this piece here. I remember that is one of them that doesn't come with it. And this piece here on the other side, those are like equal pieces. And there's also 2 others, but I don't remember exactly what they were. Also, if you guys can't tell, like, this is a trooper to the scale of it. So yeah, there's a comparison. And I'm pretty sure these here, they are not actually like they're not, I wouldn't say canon, but these are not like what actually it looks like in the show, but he just added them on for like pizzazz, and I think it looks really nice. And also, I really like the execution of these cannons down here. There we go. I actually think they really look nice, and the brown blends in nicely. I don't know why this red thing's here. Like, if you kind of look at it from, let me give you a good angle. Here, it looks like a face. Like, that's the nose, that's the mouth that opens up, eyes, and ears. Like, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, overall, I think I actually really, really like this. It is very stable, and I think that is actually a very nice collection. For anybody who's building an Imperial army, wants all of these Stormtroopers, but kind of getting tired of the Imperial Armored Marauder, and I definitely recommend getting or building one of these. It will set you back like $120, but still, I think it is really nice. And if you have the money and want an Imperial army, then go for this. Don't go for, I personally, I think I like Republic bricks. I bought from a lot of times and had a lot of positive experiences. However, I definitely buy this over the Republic bricks version just because of the extra figures you get. Now, the Grief Karga, I'm not sure how much he goes for. Oh, I'm missing a Grief Karga. I don't know where the third one is. I'll have to find him later. But if you guys want to sell him on eBay or something, I'm pretty sure he goes for at least $10. So that'll make you some of this money back. So maybe it'll cost you like $100 if you sell the 2 extra Grief Kargas. So yeah. Anyway, overall, I'm actually really content with how this turned out. And I'm definitely going to consider buying more of them, maybe when I get my summer job. Let's say my summer job in the summer, obviously. It's going to be in the summer, but yeah. If I ever have, like, I'm ever in that Imperial army building mood, I'll definitely go and pick more of these sets up just to get some more Stormtroopers, especially that Mustard Trooper there looks really cool. I really hope LEGO makes a Ketchup Trooper. That'll be cool. Like the red one. I don't remember what he was. The Flamethrower, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember at this point. But yeah, overall, I really like this, like I said. And I think I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. I am pretty pissed that I was, like, pretty mad at the time when I was like, dude, what's the point of an alternate build if you have to get extra pieces? And I'm not, like, too happy about that, but, again, it turned out great, and the end result was more than worth it. So if you get a couple extra parts, again, just if you don't have them in your collection, maybe look ahead. He actually did provide, like, a full list of them in his comment section, so, again, I'll leave the link to this in the description, or the tutorial to this in the description, or in the comment section, or both. And you guys could go check. Again, LEGO pieces, like, they cost like 10 cents, so it shouldn't be too big of a hassle. I think if you could find somewhere with free shipping, then that'd be nice. Or, like, tack it on to your next Bricklink order or LEGO Pick-a-Brick order for when you're mock building or something. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this. I'm really happy with this, and even though I'm not, like, a huge fan of the fact that you gotta get, like, extra pieces. I'm trying to remember what the other piece was. There was like a piece that you had to get, but I don't remember at this point. But yeah, oh yeah, it was like a 3x1 brick. I remember exactly where this is at least as well. It's like you can't see it, but it's one of those 3x1 bricks. Pretty common to find, but yeah, that was the other one. You need 2 of them and 2 of these, and then I think you'll be good to go. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did, and help me hit 1.4K. And maybe I'll be back on the grind in the summer with more consistent videos instead of just like. This has been a pretty big. I took a 2-month break. I feel like I have to address that. That was just doing other stuff. I started another channel, which I may be reveal in the future. But yeah. Anyway, hope you guys do enjoy. I'm finishing up school soon, so I'll be able to upload more. I have a couple more uploads planned for the coming weeks. So yeah, make sure to be on the lookout for that. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out of here, and bye.